Welcome along to our big match preview. Saints travel up to Huddersfield at the weekend. Before we get into our match preview, you can also bet £5. You can get £20 with Ladbrokes. We've got an amazing brand new splash page. Even if you just want to check that out, click the link in the description. Terms and conditions apply. Nick, big match preview off to Huddersfield, our second longest away trip of the season. And it's a tough one already. Huddersfield on the roll. Two brilliant wins so far in the Premier League. 2 wins, 2 clean sheets.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that, they've had their little day at the start of their Premier League career. 2 wins in a row. Would anyone have put money on Huddersfield making it 3 wins in a row? I'd have said not. So I'm sort of banking on the fact that we can go there and poop their party.
Love that. We obviously lost 2-0 against Wolves last night. Very disappointing. We managed to go out of the Cup, having got to the final last season. We made 6 changes last night, but I think we were going to go back to our strongest 11 against Huddersfield at the weekend. Yeah,
I mean, we made 6 changes, but what people have also got to remember is some of the players that played didn't actually play in the position that they're likely to on Saturday against Huddersfield. I mean, we employed a 3-man defence, which saw Jack Stevens effectively operating as a right back and Yoshida effectively operating as a left back. On Saturday, I would expect it to be a flat back 4, as they say. So you could argue that Fraser Forster, apart of the 10 outfield players that will be there, only Oriel Romu played in the position, and perhaps to a lesser degree Tadic and Ward-Prowse in the positions that they could take on Saturday against Huddersfield. So, it's going to be all change again at Huddersfield, but it's going to be all change for the better.
And it's very much an experiment, actually, on Wednesday. It's the first time we've seen 3 at the back since the Ronald Koeman days, and obviously with this new addition of Wesley Hoot, been practising my pronunciation. I don't think we'll see 3 at the back, but when Virgil comes back, is it going to be the 2 centre backs, or do you think Pellegrino is going to go with the experiment at 3 at the back as the rest of the Premier League are going?
Well, I think he'll probably go back to 4 at the back for Huddersfield. I mean, the problem with the experiment against Wolves was it failed, but it failed not because we couldn't play it. It was we didn't have the personnel to play it. Sam McQueen is not a Premiership quality wing back. He came in and had a couple of good games last year at left back, but as a winger at the club where he spent most of his career, he was nowhere near the first team. So he's not good enough to play as a wing back. Jeremy Pride, again, a solid left back in a back 4 perhaps, but not a wing back, not got the pace to get forward up and down on a regular basis. So, yeah, the back 3 could work with the right personnel in. If you had, for argument, Hope, Van Dijk and Yoshida, it might well work. And you had then Bertrand and Cedric Suarez pushing on. They're 2 players that can play as wing backs. But on Wednesday night, unfortunately, we didn't have them.
And Wesley Hoot came in £15 million, our second sort of biggest signing of this summer. Lemina, he may be a doubt for the game. Huge gash in his leg from Mark Noble's tackle, which we didn't see a red card for. But do you think Wesley Hoot could be in for a debut on Saturday?
It's brilliant, this Wesley Hoot. It's like being on, Holland Football Today rather than the Ugly Inside TV. To me, it'll be Wesley Hoot. But Wesley Hoot, for sure, will come in, I think, on Saturday, if only because of the fact that in the last couple of games, Wolves and West Ham, we've given away far too many easy chances. West Ham's second goal was a completely free header, which was a great save by Forster and banged in the rebound. Wolves' first goal on Wednesday night, completely free, unchallenged header in the box, and there's been too many of them. Wolves had a couple of chances last night where they were left unmarked, but only punished us really once on that. West Ham had a couple of chances where they should have done better. Antonio had a free header first half that he put straight down the throat of Fraser Forster, a foot either way, and it would have been different. I think Pellegrino knows that he's got to do something, and Hoot will be experienced enough to step straight in, and will have had a few days training now.
Okay, let's wrap things up with a score prediction then. It's going to be a toughie at the John Smith Stadium. Score prediction, Nick?
It's not a toughie to predict. It's going to be 3-1 the Saints. I don't think we're good enough to keep a clean sheet, but I think we can be good enough to score 3 goals.
Okay, well, let us know in the comments below. Leave us your score predictions, your thoughts ahead of the trip to Huddersfield on Saturday afternoon. Leave us your likes, your comments, and subscribe for more.